This is a reflection of our society. We are really thanatophobic, and we are scared of dying, of death, because something that is really far from us. And so, and I think that I understand. I understand the way that people feels the film on different ways. Obviously, we have people who says that this film is optimistic, and there are people who says that this film is the opposite. It's like really pessimistic or nihilistic, and all the different interpretations. This is Sirat. It has to transcend the author. I don't make a film to keep the film in my level. It has to transcend you.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say to you is that the questions, obviously, that we make in our society is, why do they die? But in a traditional world, on a spiritual world, this is absurd questions. You die when you have to die, and you don't question, why do I have to die this day or the other? You die when you have to die.
Right.
The question is, how do we die? And this is one of the questions of Sirat. I'm not saying that the people has to understand this or has to think about this, because I don't want people to think about my film.
Well, Biggie at one point says, I thought I would die in a very grandiose...
Yeah, it's about this, how to, in a traditional world, it's how do we die? And this is the view I have in my life. My life is a test to prepare myself to die with dignity.
Yeah.
That means that my values are over my ego, So this is the question, and they are talking about this grandiose death, and so obviously we are sad because we get attached to these characters, I don't want people die, but people die, and so and my characters, they die, but they die with dignity, and I admire them, I really would like to, in rave culture, to die on a dance floor, to die dancing with a heart attack, it's mythologic. They say, it's the best way to die, it has this spiritual dimension,
Yeah.
Like all traditions, like samurai tradition, like in every Celtic tradition, etc. So I hope to have the death my characters have is a death that makes your soul transcend, There is a mechanism in life that is crisis. Crisis is the way that life has to, in order that you connect with your essence, that you look inside, At the beginning of your life is candle, and he whispers you, he says things to you, But when you have an age and you didn't do the work, life slaps you in the face, But for good purpose. Life wants to take care of you, but sometimes she needs to shake you, So this film was, in a way, my purpose was obviously to take care of a spectator, and the best way was to shake him a little bit, I think, and to myself. I wanted to make a film. I wanted to make a ritual. I wanted them to experiment death. I wanted to feel small, and to invite the spectator to this thing that I think is healthy, to experiment your own death, I think it's something that revitalizes us, that makes us speaks to life with more intensity. No, today probably, this film is like a strong massage, I'm taking like, where there is, and I'm like, and for probably most of you, we want to kill the massages today, but tomorrow you will be fine. 2 days, 3 days. Believe me, it's a healthy film. Yeah. Sirat is not only a film. People say that is a cinematographical ceremony that is different, In a way, it's like a passage rite of passage, it's the experience is physical, it's sensorial, I think. We experiment our death watching Sirat, in a way. You connect with your death, and I think it's a healthy thing. You know, in few cultures, people have a turban in their head. And the turban is the fabric which will be involved and buried. So imagine these people, they carry all the day long their death. They are meditating their death. It's a really healthy thing, you know. I mean, you know, you are nothing. You are small, you know. You are. So and I'm sure in our culture it was necessary to meditate death, and we were near death. Now we are a little bit escaping from death. So that's why we are so anguished, you know, and we have so much fear, you know, because we are too far death, and so to life too. So my intention was to put this turban in my head.